Hi guys, Chris Hibbs here, the Health and Wellness Director at the Wheeler branch. And today I would like to talk to you about, obviously, since I lifted this up and forced it right in your face, MyZone. Okay, and I know you've probably seen us signs around the Ys. We've promoted it a lot. We've talked to you about it a lot, or you've talked to maybe a staff at one of the Ys that you go to. But I really want to just right now kind of level with you guys and talk to you about why we've gotten so committed with MyZone and our Ys, and why it's important for you and how it could help you. Because I think a lot of people are kind of intimidated by it, and so I think that's a big misconception. Here's the main thing about MyZone. Okay, so all it is a simple little belt and an app. Okay, MyZone can help you. What it does, it basically makes you work out smarter and make the most of your time when you're working out. It's a little different now. Now we all have a lot of time. Well, not. We have a lot of responsibilities now at home. We have families, or if you have kids, we're working on school. We're all working at home, so we're trying to fit in things. Our schedules have gone out of whack. So we are kind of pressed for time. Including myself. I'm trying to find out what the best time is for me to work out. Sometimes it's the morning, sometimes middle of the day, or at night, or in the afternoon. So we're all crunched for time still, even though we are at home. But what we all want to do is make the most of the time that you have working out and maximize that time. Okay, the last thing you want to do is work out and it not really be worth your time, and you don't burn as many calories, you don't do yourself as much good. And the bad part is you might think you did yourself some good, and then you might celebrate, you might have a not as great of a meal later on, or a couple drinks later, and say, oh, I worked out today, I could do this, or I could have this ice cream or candy. But you know what, if you're that, you can do that, and I do it, and it's important to do that stuff. But if you think day after day you're getting a good workout and you're making the best use of your time, but you really aren't, you're going to do you're going to do more damage than good. And so basically, what all the MyZone is, it's not a competition. It's not you're not competing against anybody. You're not trying to hold yourself up to any standard. Basically, what it does, the belt in the system really just correlates and responds to you and your body. So when you first get a belt, you set up the app and everything, and you it all has to do with your body, your fitness level, your heart rate zones, your age, everything. And then from there, once it gets all information, then it sets up your color codes. Okay, and every heart rate range is color coded. So there's the really low range, which is gray, which is right in the 50% of your max heart. 60% is blue, 70% is green, then it goes yellow and red. And obviously, when you get higher, that means you're working harder in your workout at that time. And so what basically those are your zones. And what you want to do is they have these point systems called MEPs. And I know counting calories and everything, everyone gets crazy counting calories and stuff. So this is a much simpler, easier way to without counting calories, to how many you're burning and stuff, really to know you're getting the most out of your workouts. And so for every minute you're in each one of those zones, you get points. So obviously, if you're in the higher zones, yellow or red, you get more points than you get for being in the lower green, like the blue or the gray zones. All right. So the goal when you're working out is to get a certain amount of MEPs, and you do that by getting in those certain heart rate zones for a certain amount of time. So you could set yourself, okay, every time I work out, I want to get 125 or 150 MEPs, or even 100. So you know, whatever you're doing, and it doesn't matter. You could be strength training. You could be walking up and down a hill. You could be riding a bike. You could be jogging. You could, whatever you need to do, doing one of the classes on the apps. Whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. But you know at the end, if you earned yourself at least 100 MEPs or 120, whatever your goal, whatever you want to do, you know that time you put in was worth it, and you got stuff, and you got some good results, and in the long run, it was worth the time that you just put in. Okay, and what the system recommends is that you earn 1,300 MEPS in a month. That's it. And so that's based on, I think, the CDC guidelines for time, activity and burning calories and getting your heart rate up and everything. So really, if you break that down, that works out to be around 12 to 13 workouts a month if you earn 150 MEPS each time. And once you get into this, you'll get addicted to these. You'll use it all the time. If you kind of see, mine's kind of getting a little stressed out a little bit because I use it every time. It gets a little hard and crunchy if you don't wash it because you're sweating it all the time. But you start if you forget to wear it, you feel like, oh my God, what am I missing? Like you like to look at what you just did. It gives you that's the other great thing about it. As soon as you're done with your workout, you could look on the system, or you get an email immediately, and it shows how many MEPS you got, how many minutes you're in each zone. It actually tells you how many calories you burned. It tells you all that stuff. It tells all your good stuff immediately as soon as you're done. So you always have that information right in front of you. And I think even now when we're at home, having something like this is more important, because again, we're all trying to make the most of the time that we have to work out. And having this belt will help you do that. It's really easy to set up. I'm probably going to post a video of how to set it up, going step by step with you guys. You could buy one now. We've all put links up in our Facebook groups. If you can't find it, just kind of scroll through and you'll see it. Try to find it, but there's a link. You could buy it right now for an extremely discounted price, almost pretty much the same price that we sell it for at the Wise. It'll get shipped right to your house, and then you go from there. So this is my tip for today with MyZone. It's not intimidating. It would be really worth your time and your money. You use it all the time. You'll use it everywhere you go. And then when the Wise open back up, if you didn't know this, we have in every one of our rooms where you're available to work out, whether it's in Wellness Center, in the group fitness rooms, whether you have one or two at your branch, we have hubs in there that the second you walk in with your belt, it's already recording what you're doing. It uploads it right away. In the classes, it has it up on the screens. You could watch your workout card if you want to see how you're doing, what MEPS, what zones you're in, how many MEPS you're getting, everything. So highly recommend this. This is for everybody. It's from young to old to everywhere in between. It's not all about just kicking your butt and beast mode or any of that kind of stuff. Like, no, that's not what we're trying to do here. That's not what this is about. This is about working out smarter. This inside the system gives you some workouts you can follow. There's challenges, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know. I really think it'd be worth your money to get. I'm not even, we don't make anything on this. It's not it. We just believe in it. We want everyone to have one. So just think about it. All right. If you want, go on the website, look at their stuff, but think about MyZone, and hopefully we'll see you, and hopefully we'll have one of these belts on. Okay. Thanks.